You're chilling in the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of
आज हम थोड़ी मार पटाई में करेंगे, बहुत दिन से नहीं करेंगे। I'm back. एक सेकंड No one believe in you. Oh, I bought the wrong game खेल लिया। आज चलते हैं। हाँ ये क्या गया? मैंने कब से नहीं दिया भाई। अरे डंडा फेंक के मारा हो, बंदर होंगे ऊपर, अगल बगल के पागल तो हैं हमारे। ईंट पत्थर जूता चप्पल सब फेंक के मारते हैं, तो जहाँ में कौन सी बड़ी बात है, नई चीज़ है। अपडेट समरी मैंने तो खेला ही नहीं है, अपडेट समरी भाई बहुत दिन से। ओके कम्युनिटी चेक भाई, रिवॉर्ड दे दे हमें। सो प्रीमोजेंस फॉर योर फर्स्ट सेकेंड। कहाँ से बता भाई की। क्या हो गया?
What could the children be up to?
भाई ये फिर मिशन दे दिया घटिया था। अच्छा जी करना कहाँ पे है? ओके नीचे जाना है। तब भूल गया मैं कैसे खेलते थे 4 दिन के अंदर ही। अरे आलू प्याज यहाँ पे भी सामान है यार, कितना सामान है यार। जगह क्लिक करा। ठीक है, एक और होना चाहिए ना। एक तो ये हो गया, दूसरा किधर है? ये नहीं चाहिए थे। ये तो सही है। इतना किलो आ गया पर ये वाला क्या बात है? कहाँ गिर गई लड़की पानी में? ये कहाँ भी है? तो उसे मत मार, दिमाग खराब करो। जो उधर ही भी है। पर इधर अभी मत जा, अपना वाला मिशन करेंगे। अपने सारे मिशन जो रह रहे हैं अभी करेंगे। इस गेम से ब्रेक जरूरी था माइंड के लिए। अपने ब्रेक नहीं लोगे ना तो तुम्हारा दिमाग खराब हो जाता है। ठीक है, फिर से उधर भेजेगा ये पागल साला। ले भाई हो गई, कोई लगा नहीं होगी।
Reward on the road.
अब तो सब ले लेंगे हम। मुझे समझ आ रही है पावर लगाने के लिए रखी कहाँ पे लगा के रखता कहाँ ये पावर में? कुछ जगह दिख रही थी क्या इधर? तो इधर कभी अंदर भी नहीं है उसके। एक हाथ तोड़ के आते हैं, चलो पावर लेते हैं, वहाँ से तोड़ के आते हैं। नहीं मिला, बोला कुछ मिलेगा तो क्या हो गया? उनको कर लो एक बार कॉल माई को। निकल निकल, वेरी गुड तुम्हें। ऑप्शन दो जाने का। अबे भैया चलो वहाँ से भी लेके आते हैं सामान। साला मारी नहीं रहे। असली बेटा अंदर होगा क्या कहते हैं, कुछ अंदर ही रहते हैं ज़्यादातर। मरी नहीं रहे, मैंने कोशिश तो बहुत करी। कोई और पावर लेके आऊँ कैसे के लिए? अगली पावर लेके आते हैं। ये वाली पावर का काम नहीं करेगी। आई डोंट नो भाई, ये बात समझ में नहीं आ रही। जो तो मैं ले लिया था, मैंने कभी वेस्ट नहीं करता भाई, पता नहीं कब आओ फिर। मरते ही नहीं है साले, मैंने देखे थे पिछली बारी। नहीं छोड़ते भाई। हूँ किधर, इधर हूँ। अच्छा ओके। वहाँ चलते, वहाँ पे कुछ है। और कुछ होगा अंदर, इधर बड़े पहाड़ है भी बहुत।
You'll get frostbite. It's time for a flash freeze.
Right there. Let's end this quickly.
Lightning flash! Rise with the sun! Laid bare!
Oh no!
Everlasting as the moon.
Here!
Don't be a
Following
killjoy.
thunder!
We've only
Don't
just
waste my
begun.
time. Submit.
I see through you. You can't run. Well, that all you got?
Give up.
Let's end this quickly. I see through you.
It's nothing.
Looks like I went too far.
Lightning flash!
Burn it down. Don't waste my time.
Let's end this quickly. I guess this is it.
कुछ है भाई यहाँ पे दुबका के रखा है लोगों ने। तो ही भाई हर जगह कर लो कुछ। ड्रैगन आएगा यहाँ पे, देख के ले ड्रैगन। अंडरग्राउंड है भाई यहाँ पे, पर मैं जा चुका हूँ इतनी से, तो मुझे पता है जा चुका हूँ। अब मुझे किधर जाना है? इधर है, इतनी दूर दूर तो देते हैं जो इधर से जाऊँगा ये तो बस। उफ, तो ये क्या कौन कौन सा ये करना क्या? अभी तो मेरे करते करते
Take this!
It's nothing. Submit.
Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
Want a taste of my hammer?
Rev the engines.
Wrath from the skies!
मिशन तो करे यार। नेक्स्ट मिशन कहाँ पे करना है? नेक्स्ट टू नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट। चलो भाई टेलीपोर्ट करो अंदर की साइड। करूँगा वो अलग ही कर दूँगा यार बगल का मिशन। ठीक है कर देंगे ये भी। चलो वो मिशन करें ये करते हैं आगे। ये चाहिए पता नहीं पुली पे 3 है मोना मालूम। पहले तक का हिसाब क्लियर करना था तुम्हें, इतना लंबा चौड़ा कर दिया समझ में नहीं आएगा किसी को। क्या ये समझ नहीं समझता जा रहा मुझे आने के। ठीक है हाँ अच्छा क्या तुमने हिसाब गड़बड़ कर दिया। हमें ना मालूम भाई, तुम्हें खुद नहीं पता क्या चल रहा है। नहीं दिया नहीं दिया, उसमें कोई हिसाब ही नहीं है लिखा हुआ। हाँ होना चाहिए ना, वो लिखा ही नहीं है। कुछ मुझे नहीं मालूम भाई, अपना देखो तुम ही देखो, हिसाब है नहीं वहाँ कौन लिखा पिखा, कैसे कह दोगी तुम। मैं अपना खुद वो होता है ना, अपना गट्टा खुद को होता है इस चीज़ का। कह के हम तो थक गए, तो मैं नहीं थक रही थी, तो मैंने कहा बढ़िया, नहीं थक रही तो बढ़िया बात है, करो और लंबा खींचो, जितना लंबा खींचोगे उतना फालतू फालतू होगा चीज। मुझे नहीं मालूम, ये वाले तो लेके गए करे थे ऑनलाइन। मम्मी खुद चली जाओ, कहता रहा हूँ, मुझे मत बताओ। तुम अपना देखो। हाँ बैठ के उनकी मम्मी को समझाया भाई, थक गया मैं तो कह के। तुम्हें खुद नहीं पता क्या चल रहा था, तो मैं यार उनमें रहने दो यार, तुमने गड़बड़ कर दी, बहुत गंदी बात है। बस वो मान लेगा। चल मुझे नहीं मालूम, मुझे नहीं भैया, मुझे नहीं मालूम, मुझे याद नहीं है। अब क्या तुम्हारे साथ जो मुझे नहीं मालूम 1% में से क्या? मालूम नहीं है तब कहाँ से लाऊं? किधर? चला पर नहीं। मैं मना की नहीं। में जी बताऊंगा उसमें और भेजने के लिए 4 लोगों को भेजो 4 लोग का ये नहीं समझ अब 4 जो नहीं क्या दिया करो ऐसे। बैटरी का चलता क्या चुकी डालना या को लेके जा पहले उन्हें समझा लो ऐसा मिशन कंप्लीट नहीं करा था मैंने या तो मैंने कंप्लीट कर दिया था यार तो मुझे याद है मुझे याद रहा मैंने क्लियर और अभी तक नहीं कर रहा है ये बहुत लंबा मिशन हो गया यार काफी देर मुझे क्यों लग रहा है ये फिर नहीं करा था क्या
Even if an antique is priceless, the happiness it brings lasts for only the moment that you obtain it. We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees. Even if an antique is priceless, the happiness it brings lasts for only the moment that you obtain it. We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees. In a trade war, the perfect hunter leaves no trace. Even if an antique is priceless, the happiness it brings lasts for only the moment that you obtain it.
नवंबर में नहीं दिए जितना मुझे याद है। अब तुम अपना जोड़ना है जोड़ लो, मेरा तो यही है भाई, अब नवंबर में नहीं दिए थे। आ जाओ देख लो, जाओ ज़्यादा होशियार बन नहीं हो, जाओ बन होशियार, ज़्यादा समझ रहे, हमें तो कुछ पता ही ना है, बन लो होशियार भाई। तो यार कहाँ से जाते हैं इसमें अंदर, अटका छोड़ दिया था मैं, कहाँ तीन चाबी हो गए, अब किसको खोला जाए, सब अनलॉक करके रखे मैंने। खोल लेते हैं, खोल ले, कमी नहीं यार, है ही नहीं। अरे इसका हाँ समझो, उसमें J7 डिस्ट्री लिखी रहती है, तो मम्मी पागल कर दूंगी, मेरे को भी तो हो रही हो दूसरे को इस पता ही कर दिया ना, तुम ले जाओ उसको किताब को यहाँ से, दिमाग खराब मत करो। हाँ बैठ के खुद याद कर लेना, जाओ उसको भी बैठा लेना अपने बगल। ओके, नई एरिया में आया हूँ।
Burn it down! Give up! It's nothing.
Don't waste my time.
Submit!
क्या क्या नहीं, इसमें नहीं होता भाई, मैंने देख लिया मम्मी, देख ली तुम मेरे को 3 बार देख चुका हूँ भाई। बताओ दिमाग का वो कर दिया है पूरा। इधर भी जाना पड़ता है। और अपना पहले से करके बैठा करो, मेरे टाइम पे मत करवाए, पैसे दिमाग नहीं चल रहा है इस चीज़ में, अच्छी और करवा लो।
left! Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun! Ha! Ha! Cha! Hya! Ra! Ha! Cha! Burn it down! Not bad. Light it up! Pyroclastic surge! Give up. Here. Transfixed. Witness my rise. An impressive bounty.
हाँ को चला गया ये वाला नहीं रास्ता रास्ता होता है घूमने का नहीं उसके बाद मुझे भाई हाँ भी इतिहास ना मुझे हवा ओके कहीं तो भेजा है इसने मुझे पीछे रह रहा है भी ये तो कहीं और लेके जा रहा है पे वो रह रहा है अब देखो टॉप पे पहुंचा देगा एक बार में ऊंचाई से भाई क्या गजब लग रहा है। एन एंड ऑफ द टॉप एंड द टावर। टॉप पे पहुंचाती हूँ। अभी भी जाएंगे, हम फाइट करने जाएंगे, जाते हैं अभी बस थोड़ी देर में। थोड़ा मटेरियल निकाल के लाएंगे अपने खिलाड़ियों के लिए। भाई देख, ये पता नहीं क्या है। 5-5 फाइट तो 5-5 फाइट तो बनती है दोनों। मैं तो 5-5 फाइट लेके चल रहा हूँ। 3 फाइट उसके निंगवांग के लिए, 5 के लिए, 4-4 चल 5-5 के। टॉप पे चल ले भाई। अभी देखा, अभी हम चढ़वाते हैं ऐसे।
Full throttle! Hit.
इससे ऊंचा अभी तक कुछ नहीं आया भाई। वो भी इसी के नीचे, हाँ इसी का लेवल। फिर ये अपने खुलेगा। एरिया भाई कुछ या एक वहाँ पे एक इधर की तरफ जैसे ओपन करते हैं इसको ऐसे आगे का जाएगा। आगे तो आने का मौका नहीं मिलता। ज़्यादा थोड़ा आलू ना चाहिए।
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering. Burn it down! Wrath from the sky! Full throttle! Ah!
बहुत बड़ा है एरिया एक्सप्लोर करेंगे किसी और दिन। ये रहेंगे मिशन करने नहीं आया अभी, सॉरी। क्या तो कर सकता हूँ मैं। ये मेरे को कौन से मिशन कर सकता हूँ? इनुजुमा के नेटलैंड अबे यार जी वाला अभी तो मुझे कर ये वाला बात में करें। ये नो वहाँ पे नहीं। ओके इतनी दूर है चलेंगे। फ्रिज मैंने खत्म नहीं करा। ओके एक पर टिका वाला कि ये तो किसी भी टिकी नहीं है। दो टिके हैं बताओ। देखो भाई बड़ा है अच्छा सामान। जी कौन सा क्यों वैसे मुझे मेरा कौन सा है मैं तो मिशन सारे जो वाला कर दो वहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं? ये भाई मैं ले गई
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps? Paimon's just being enthusiastic. We're all friends now, she gets it.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't...
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues, and is currently unable to perform the role. But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas?
No.
Even if we took the commission, neither of
क्या
us
हुआ
have any
बताओ?
experience starring in musicals.
If you're interested in
कोई नहीं
helping, why not start by
उसको
having a
बताइए,
chat
किसको
with the
भेजें?
requester?
मुझे भेजिए ना।
He's
मुझे
right over
पता नहीं
there.
किसको भेजें।
Maybe you can't
सोचो
fill the
उससे
role
पूछो तो।
yourselves,
उसको भी नहीं
but you
बताया।
might be
ओके,
able to
मुझे
help him
पता है,
figure
मैंने
out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
तुम्हारा
Oh,
मालूम है।
it's
उनकी
that
बात ना
guy,
करना पहले
huh?
अपनी
No wonder,
एक ही
he
करो
looks like
पहले।
he just ate a
10
sour
जन नहीं,
lemon.
10 जने के मत याद करो, पहले एक जने
Someone
के याद कर
approves.
लो।
Let's go.
उनके बाद में याद कर लेना।
Hello there. Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
नहीं
Wait,
यार,
I know you too. Are you really
मुझे
willing
तो
to
याद
act
है
in my
पर मैं
musical?
नंबर में नहीं दिया।
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
अक्टूबर का जो महीना और नवंबर का महीना छोड़ के कटवा जो दिसंबर
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe. One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor, and I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the more, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the...
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous. Her!
Nope.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of... But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Farina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours. Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean, I'm sure everyone in our troupe is Of course.
No point in stressing about that. And besides, things are different now.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Wait, where does Farina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Woo! When did you get here?
It is my duty to support commissioners.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, now that we... Did Catherine really give us the right address? She... Not that there's anything wrong with this...
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't an
Ah! Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food, but now I'm not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre faucilor or...
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing? Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please...
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad! Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make... Hang on a sec! You weren't exactly holding back either!
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help!
Yeah.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so... I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well-versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capability, but given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you!
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro. Centuries of pretending to be a different person. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving so I'm not going to perform, and that...
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else? Do you know any other actors who might be in...
Nope.
Short and to the point.
I've never been great at maintaining relations, since I'm just an ordinary person now. They'll probably just laugh in my face. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I drew a line in the sand without thinking about every possible grain on the other side.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're...
Have I I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Farina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troop will be so disappointed. Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Farina.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Farina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now. Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for
how
how long now?
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troop's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now?
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Farina go?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it—
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then. Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Farina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have—
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their—
You're right.
Kya?
I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should—
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on. Sure.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list. All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position, and all before I even had a full— I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah, When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we...
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Farina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause, while everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in the serial disappearances case.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Farina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can. But despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing. But ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Farina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Huh. Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a
Join
break from
me?
adventuring to listen to a story.
Okay, since you're related to the serial disappointment.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Farina's performances, as of course we all are. Alright, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Okay. गाना बजा रहा है।
Huh? Lady Farina?
पैर में गच्चा।
What's Lady Farina doing here?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, these two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Farina on our—
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice.
Oh, please don't mention it. We just...
So, you were saying the little...
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make—
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live, but one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world—
So far, so good. A classic tale.
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with— We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage.
We still haven't decided between a happy end—
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we—
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some— And the first is Paulo, the other is He did write to—
Huh. Although—
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware.
Our director was constantly singing your praises.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed.
Makes sense. Okay, he went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and—
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson?
Oh.
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
क्या? हाय बना दो हाय। किराया वो डाल देना लॉन्ग।
Pressure's on now. We gotta make sure we're fully...
फोन है ये बात नहीं मिली। पहना रख ले बहन। हमारा साथ देने हुई है।
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
All right. Forget that for now.
Nice try.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but...
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are...
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing... We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, it's not a perfect solution, but...
That's so thoughtful of you!
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Off we go then. Let's take a look. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with. So maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have. I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I'd be overjoyed if the people... Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship?
चल भाई यहाँ पे पहले कोने में मामा लेके जाएंगे सर अकेले जाऊंगा तो ओ क्या चाइल्ड
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. They thought their god would protect them. They had an end all the while. But then the floodwaters finally came. And the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear. And I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Reward?
कौन सा आंसर बढ़िया रहेगा? Reward is reward. Because now you are kind finally speak hard. You don't have.
I guess so. And back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Farina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
Do you feel better having?
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. At least the choice is in my hand. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
अब कहाँ जाना है?
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours.
No.
I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again.
वो दे देना थोड़ा पानी की बोतल.
We're back! Could you maybe put your differences in...
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane.
Sorry.
The boy's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines, too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you...
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe. It was only after she was gone that we...
You mentioned earlier about the...
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness. And once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore. I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe. I was a lost child too. The other kids were always picking fights with. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah, for the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here!
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human, against the which she finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it, and invest. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness?
Water as a conscious entity.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water. The little Oceanid is accused of being...
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love. One that extended to all of you.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible. What about if... the little Oceanid...
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aurelie's death. Both arbitrary, on the day when she went missing. Director Aurelie had We waited and waited at the rendezvous point. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for...
The director was the...
I've been trying to...
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, because... Well, speaking of the play being true to...
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled, well, maybe then she could... And now, that day will never come.
Oh, Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending...
In that case, we've all had our differences of...
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But, funny you should ask though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone.
फिर भी इसकी बात इतनी बुरी नहीं लग रही। इतना बुरा तो उसका लग रहा था, नहीं उसका भी सही था। इस वाला बात क्या जो उसने पूरा करा वो ज़्यादा बेटर था।
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift. Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
life is mine. Don't waste my time. It's nothing. Rev the engines! Incinerate! Ha!
Hey, not a bad haul.
आती इसके अभी हो जाता छेद अच्छा खासा
As if this journey wasn't.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. Wait, why are you all looking at me?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Farina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could...
Precisely! And I'm not even the Hydro Archon. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is
Hey, lay off, all right? My bluff is hanging. I'm sorry. I got carried away. Please help us out, would you?
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Farina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
चलो भैया प्रीना बनना है
Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge! Switching gears. Give up. Your life is mine. It's nothing.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
हाँ देखो भंडारे करवाएं
Don't waste my time.
चाय बना दो के ऊपर जाना है अच्छा जी तो ऊपर घर है ना
Vilma, are you there?
कोई नहीं है यहाँ पे
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Farina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's... I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Viamão, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelia...
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Viamão. I used to think that my love for Aurelia was a point of shame. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelia.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. We took on So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it. The drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearance?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damage.
And then?
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said, but things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly, I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the yeah, I got Aurelia killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelia was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean? You were afraid. This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelia murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. End my life. So I can meet the director.
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost.
That's enough. You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Can you stop conflating the show on stage? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of it. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, if she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she...
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly...
What you said,
I'm truly sorry.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really mattered. The end of the story needs to focus back.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victim. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's truth.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now.
खेलते रहते हैं भाई, मैं तो ऐसा लगता है खेलते हैं। आप पकड़म पकड़ा खेलते हैं ये पता लग रहा है। मुझे लगा आग लग रही है यहाँ पे। बताओ भाई, घसीटने के निशान आ रहे हैं। वाह क्या भाई, शेडो आ रही है भाई। पहले नहीं आती थी शेडो, अब शेडो आ रही है भाई। इट इज शेडो आ रही है भाई। टेक्सचर ग्राफिक क्या टेक्सचर नहीं भी है। शैडो क्वालिटी मीडियम।
We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees.
अरे दिखाई नहीं रही भाई। इसको 1 पॉइंट रेंडर। ओके, रेंडर से क्या करना है? विजुअल इफेक्ट्स। एक सेकंड, रेंडर में दूर तक का कर दूँ? हाँ या नहीं तो वो दे दो तब पीने के लिए थोड़ा। रूम क्राउड नहीं, कोनी नहीं डायनेमिक कैरेक्टर नहीं, वो बताओ। एंडले अच्छी होनी चाहिए यार। अब हो जाएगी सर। विकास अब तो है ना, हमें नेक्स्ट ही है। भाग को है, पैसा दे देता। भाई टेक्सचर तो नहीं हो रहा है, आ रहा था वही कर दे। कहाँ गई? कहाँ भी नहीं मुझे ओके पहले मेरा दरवाजा खुल दिया।
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit.
ज़्यादा कर देना है लाते तू.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vache's guilt.
Vache took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are...
मैं डर गया था अभी के लिए.
I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Okay.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop.
Mighty hero.
At the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Blank page at the bottom of the folder.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Because I am older sister to them?
Oh!
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troupe would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love. And she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
Manufacture date नहीं है कहीं पे भी. चढ़ गई ऊपर गेट पे. काफी लंबी बात हो गई भाई. पीछे जाना है. उधर है मिशन उधर है. वो धुआं दिखा रहा मिशन को. अरे बेटा मैं मारता हूँ ऊपर से. भाई मैं इधर आया हूँ. 3-4 बार आ चुका है ऐसे. लेकिन मिशन खत्म होके नहीं दे रहे.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the curb.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible.
वो भी ठीक है.
We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now.
ये भी ठीक है.
Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now,
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance. To make this a show work, I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your life.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must and aren't human emotions. I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on this.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina.
Then, let's not delay things any longer.
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ
We need to
जल्दी से जल्दी
discuss
करते
the
खत्म।
details of the end.
Actually, before that, I'd like during the curtain call.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Gaming में
If you're
90%
sure you're
gaming
okay
तो
with
हो रही
that, I have no objection to it.
ये कौन है भाई? Face new
Now
tower.
we're talking like
New
a
city,
serious
new face.
acting troupe.
Gaming
Alright,
through.
I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical
काम
while
करिए
I
फालतू
go
को।
and procure a stage.
अच्छा Soul City में गया। अच्छा next game में गया।
Procure a stage?
बंद कर दिया भाई तूने भी।
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh,
whoa, wait, what?
क्या?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you?
पास ही पूछो।
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
दो से
Well,
दो दिया।
then don't disappoint me.
दो मिलते छोड़ दो, दो से दे दो। क्या दो ऐसे
If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too.
कटोरी में दे दो दो से।
Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette.
इसी
I
में
know
मुझे दे
just where
देना।
to find him.
चम्मच के साथ। बढ़िया थे ना? काट के हैं मात्र।
First Miss Farina, now the opera epiclese? If only the director was still with us.
Hey, come on. There's no point in dwelling on that now. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to get all melancholy.
Again, guys.
First Miss Farina, now the opera epiclese?
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
अभी कोई है क्या? बुरा है।
Best of luck to you.
ठीक है, बेस्ट ऑफ लक तुझे भी ब्रो। ये क्या कपड़े बनाती है? वैसे भी बहुत छोटा है। ये तो कुछ बोल ही नहीं रही है। देखो कोने में दबकी हुई है। ये भी कुछ नहीं बोल रहा। ये बोल रहा है।
During the final scene,
maybe
we should stop the music just before Cleo takes the stage.
दे दो पहले मुझे। क्या? दे देना गरम करके। हाँ बजा दो बे। तो बगल में क्या? एक मिनट आया मैं, एक मिनट का है। छोटा सा ब्रेक।
Look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, traveler.
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, the story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are, in the past. We sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom.
I'm truly delighted to see you now that you've regained some confidence.
Why would you suddenly ask?
Well, if the little Oceanid turns out the experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo, it would truly be a shame.
Haven't I already made, nor do I think it is. This experience is, I must admit, though.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn. I sincerely hope.
Thanks, Nervala.
You are very well.
थंडर बंडर की पावर मेरे को और बढ़ सकती है क्या? देखिए यार, ये चाहिए, ये बता सकता हूँ। ये कहाँ मिलेगा? ओके, ये मुझे मालूम है कहाँ मिलेगा। ओके, इसको मार के देख के आएंगे, खुद ही करेंगे। खाना बनाना पड़ेगा उसके लिए। हाँ यार, इधर तो कोशिश करेंगे। हाँ, 11 बेटा निकलेगा भी, ध्यान रखना।
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few.
Wow, you two had a
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look,
It's amazing. Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up.
क्या हो गया? कैसा था?
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
खाने के साथ ही दे देना। ओके। जा भाई, स्टोरी बन गई। अच्छा, नहीं बनाई है? ओके, नाइस। कि बड़े स्टेज पे भी परफॉर्म करेंगे क्या?
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
this has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage! If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, O little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
वाटर दे देना हमें पानी पानी हाँ
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. If only.
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why?
Hey, what's going on?
What's
You're
going
due
on?
on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go...
Miss Farina? I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes.
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done.
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous.
Thank you, Miss Farina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets. Myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart, despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
क्या सोच रही है भाई क्या एंट्री हो रही है लड़के की ओपी बोल दो ओपी तालियां बज रही है तालियां बंद कर किसने बंद करी तालियां ताली बजती रहनी चाहिए
Is she here yet?
Let's get here.
She's not coming.
You're wrong. She's here.
But what about your wish?
My wish
Wish?
Yes, your wish
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
कब से बोलता था मैं ढूंढने के लिए डालती थी कितने नहीं बड़ा पैमाने रख दो फ्रीजर पीने वाला हो रहा है
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Farina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by
भर के
Aurelie
फ्रीजर में
Fumon.
डाल दो झंझट खत्म कल के लिए अभी
Wait, that's not her name.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself. Still, I have to admit that it felt good to be...
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Hey! That's not what we agreed on!
Oh, so it was Farina after all.
She's back!
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down, don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so...
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that? Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was...
that... I've got no idea what happened. Now that the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end... If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
कहाँ भेज रहा है ये किधर भेज रहा है विजिलेंटी नहीं है कहाँ भेजेगा मुझे तो धोखे नहीं करना चाहिए धोखे Vigilante, 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 vigilante.
Ah, you're back.
I'm back.
She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication.
How did the performance go? Was it a success?
Yes.
Did the audience like it?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Farina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, The audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial.
Well,
एक
one way
पीरियड
or
में डाल देना
another,
हमें
we did it. I've had bad luck ever since.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we?
बर्फ बनाओ
Maybe
इसकी
if you
बर्फ
didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
हैं
Oh, don't you start.
देख लो तुम्हारी
I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
देख लो
Aw, you two clearly.
I don't know what you're
पहले
talking about.
पैसे बना दो फिर ऊपर
You
से
mean
thread
we
कर
never
देना।
stop arguing with each other?
हाँ समझे हाँ
So, any plans for the next step?
कौन कह रहा
After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off.
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Farina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that maybe Nervilette was right. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe, yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
That if a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Thank you so much. I feel like I've rekindled the passion I had when I first joined the troupe. It might turn out to be too little, too
तो
late
आता
for
भी
me.
लेट है और जाता भी
But
जल्दी है
still,
कब
this
ऐसा
has
कर रहा
been the
तू और समय भाग
experience of
जाता
a lifetime.
पहले तो कितनी देर तक रुकता था हैं किनकी बात सबसे आगे
Thank you so much. I feel like I've rekindled the It might turn out to be.
तुम निकाल के रख दिया करो चीजों को काम करवा दिया होगा ना पहले ओए
I'm just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with the Steambird to get to. Thanks to all your help, this show was more perfect than we ever could have hoped for. But most of all, I want to thank you for giving me the chance to finally say farewell to Aurelie.
I mean, of course I have some regrets, but
There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the stories that we want on stage.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hand. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
पहले बना लो फिर फ्राई करो। अरे इसको रेड चाहिए। रेड तो नहीं बहुत हो रही है। क्या मार दिया इसको टाइम। चाहिए क्या आर्टिफैक्ट्स कौन से चाहिए गदागत चलो यहाँ में परेशानी है हर चीज दे दो भाई काम तो करे ऐसे देने के बाद खत्म हो जब तक आया वो आया ही नहीं था बहुत देर हो गए थे साढ़े 6 बजे आया वो अब मन नहीं लग रहा उसका काम करने
Lightning flash! Following thunder! Rise with the sun! Give up! for rule. Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate! Burn it down! Laid bare.
The more, the merrier. You really know how to get me going.
This is where I fall. It's nothing. Submit!
So soon!
Thunderclap!
You can't run from death.
एक मिनट use कर ले। ए भाई जो हाँ डाल दो वो तेज देता अलग ही लेवल देख लो तुम्हारी मर्जी है हाँ लॉन्ग भी बहुत अलग टेस्ट देते हैं तो ये चीज़ है हाँ
Take this! Give up! Rise with the sun!
Back into it!
Your life is mine! Transfixed!
I will end you.
Wrath for the sky!
Not breaking a sweat!
Incinerate! Full
It isn't
throttle!
time for a break yet.
It's nothing.
My work.
Overrule!
Lightning flash! Following thunder!
Give up! Light of the blazing sun!
Here!
Don't waste my time. Submit!
चले जाओ यहाँ से जल्दी और क्या काटा छीन यहाँ से कुछ हो क्या साफ साफ धरी हुई है वो एक ही चीज में आंसू आते हैं और बात बना रहे हैं तो क्या प्याज के काटी है कैसी बातें करते हैं इंसान कितना झूठ बोलता है भाई मेरे ही आ रहे हैं ना तो मैं नहीं आ रहे तो ये बढ़िया चीज मंगाती है उसका यूज ही नहीं कर रहा है भाई साहब ऐसे करके दो टुकड़े करे जाते हैं आधी रखी जाती है एक नहीं रखी जाती आधी रख के धचक धचक कद्दू से बन गया उसका चूरा है हाँ क्या होता मारो ना हथेली मार तुझे अरे जाओ इतनी भी ना मार पाओगी तो बहुत छोटी थी बेकार ही होगा मुझे इसका क्रिक रेट भी इतना है इसका भी क्रिक रेट और डैमेज इसका क्रिकेट और जे इसका बहुत है सही अटैक है यार। जे क्रिकेट मिल जाता ना मुझे, जैसे कि हम पे जे सबसे बेस्ट का क्रिकेट है। ये रिचार्ज भी अटैक भी 0 है। क्रिकेट 5 क्रिकेट भी 5 का 5 डिफेंस है। इसको निकाल दो, ये बेकार है। बेकार बहुत है, एक ही बहुत है, एक ही बहुत है। नहीं नहीं बहुत है, मुझे नहीं मालूम, देख लो। एक पूरा हमने ये दे दिया तो क्या होगा? आ गया वो। कुछ नहीं, क्या दे वो है ना, कोई फायदा नहीं है इसके, ये सबसे घटिया है। बचेगा तो HP बढ़ गया। फायर वार्नर बनने में 14 का ग्रेड भी है। मैं देख उस पे है ना, ये भी था मिल जाता। अगर मैं इसको स्विच करूँ इससे क्या वो फेंक दो, करते ही नहीं है, निकल लेता है वो तो। आज 2-3 दिन होते तो कुछ ये दो आ गया मैसेज का भाई लोगों। वाली मैच के लास्ट वन।
It's nothing. Burn it down. Everlasting as the moon.
Yeah, take this.
Wrath from the skies. Try and stop me. It's nothing. Transfixed. Witness my rise. No more. Don't wait. life is mine.
Lightning flash!
Give up.
एक मिनट से कर चलो भाई तूतिया पाई मिला चलते हैं भाई भाई लोगों बाय बाय कल आते हैं यहाँ पे आगे स्टोरी कंटिन्यू करते हैं